All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And they'll run it here. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go now.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now it's Jackson, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
He'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
And New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second down, Winston. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Easy, easy.
On play action, Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On the ground, this is Jackson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to him on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Boy, stays up, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The drive starts with a run by Cobb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Easy. Ready. Blue ready.
Now Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. 4 down. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Winston lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Watch it now, Barney. Switch.
On the run, this is Jackson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Detroit! Three down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check 99.
They'll run it with Jackson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Easy. Watch for the foul, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got ready. Blue 80. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Green, triple C.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Cobb. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Play action now. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Check 3! Check 3! Check 3!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Winston. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Trey, Trevor, say. Ready. Blue waiting. Set. Sonic. What is that?
To throw is Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And, Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Penny. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out come the Jets. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And out across midfield down to the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Got some real estate inside the 30. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a toss play. Cobb. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go now.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
Penny, the first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Over! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready? Move ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. got past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check it out, ready. Blue lady.
Here's Cobb. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Sonic.
Winston now. He'll rifle this one deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it's beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch it now, Barney.
They run again with Jackson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Over.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And a loose football. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Penny. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jets have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Cobb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Leopard! 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 Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cobb. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Cobb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.